Hello everyone. Today we will talk about environmental issues like deforestation, air pollution, soil pollution, and water pollution. My classmate Angel will start with deforestation.
As we know, the world we live is full of a lot of trees, which are found everywhere. These generate several of the most important resources for us to live, including hot oxygen, which we breathe, and wood. With the time, humans begin to learn how to use this resource for personal benefit, that it has become a little such a problem which we brought tragedy to our days. Deforestation. Among the main causes of this are all kind of human activities. This is one of the most serious causes, since it includes activities such as illegal logging or the burning of entire forests with some objects that can be dangerous for the environment. Expansion of activities like agriculture. The people who are dedicated to this type of activity have expanded the areas where they farm and work to a level that can be risk for the forest. Forest fires, don't mind if they are caused or by accident, are one of the most alarming causes of deforestation because the small spark of fire can cause a loss of many trees which can no longer be recovered. Actually, these causes are mainly provoked by people. We are the ones who cause a great amount of damage to the environment. The consequences of deforestation can be fatal because among them is the loss of very valuable resources such as oxygen and also the loss of forests or habitats of many species of animals. And it's also a cause of several effects like the climate change which affect all of us. If we don't do something to change this situation in a short time, there will be no more world to protect. Now, Diana is going to continue with soil pollution.
Soil pollution, which is known as environmental pollution, is any toxic substance or trash found in the soil. The concentration of pollutants is very high and damages the soil biodiversity and puts our health at risk. It's a serious global threat in Europe, Asia, and North Africa. It's often more ignored than any other problem. However, the scope of the consequences of this contamination is very wide and can compromise the life of ecosystems and human communities. For example, activities like livestock and agriculture often use drugs, pesticides, and fertilizers that pollute the fields, as is the case with heavy metal and other chemical substances. The prohibition of harmful practice, improvement in recycling and water purification processes, and the use of renewable energies could stop soil contamination and curb its consequences of environmental ecosystems.
Next, my classmate Frida will continue with water pollution.
There are many ways humans contaminate the oceans, like toxic waste, petroleum waste, trash waste, which is the most common way, and water waste. Toxic waste is usually made by industries and factories, some of which can be dredged material, industrial waste, sewage sludge, and radioactive waste. Dredging contributes about 80% of the total waste in the oceans. Another way is the petroleum waste or crude oil waste. Most of its waste is made by ships, factories, and sometimes accidental leaks. It's estimated that approximately 107 million gallons every year are right here. The most common way of contamination is the trash waste in the oceans, that has been so much at the point that it starts to make huge islands of trash, known as garbage patches, that can be bigger than the size of some countries, and the biggest right now is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. We continue to grow every single day. Finally, the water waste is usually caused by the big amounts of water that the world uses every day. Some of the factors that makes this problem bigger are taking long showers, leaking pipes, washing dishes with running water, brushing your teeth with the water running, and making laundry with lots half full. If we start making some changes in our actions, we can help to reduce this problem and to start to save the planet.
Finally, my classmate Paola is going to talk about air pollution.
Air pollution is a mix of hazardous substances from both human made and natural sources. Vehicle emissions, fuel oils, and natural gas to heat homes, byproducts of manufacturing and power generation, particularly coal fuel power plants, and fumes from chemical production, are the primary sources of handmade air pollution. Nature releases hazardous substances into the air, such as smog from wildfires, which are often caused by people, ash and gases from volcanic eruption, and gases like methane, which are emitted from decomposing organic matter in soils. Air quality, which is mainly produced by human activity, is closely linked to the air climate and ecosystems globally. Many of the drivers of air pollution are also sources of greenhouse gas emissions. Worldwide, many countries have taken steps to reduce or limit greenhouse gas emissions to combat global warming. The Kyoto Protocol, which was first adopted in Kyoto, Japan in 1997, is an agreement between 183 countries where they will work to reduce their carbon dioxide emissions.
Thank you everybody for your attention. We hope you enjoyed this podcast and we hope it might help you to understand way more the environmental issues on the world.